Be what you want, have what you want, be what you want. Oh, yeah. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna quit playing. I've been procrastinating this because this has brought my energy level down. Just speaking on this, I just feel like it has to be so much buildup inside because I feel like I've taken in so much energy about this topic. So, welcome to Rose Talk and Healthy Food. We're talking about Kanye West. And as I was saying previously, we're going to get into this, okay? So, I'm going to be reading a lot here because I've taken a lot of notes. I've read a lot of articles and watched a lot of videos and back, okay? So, that's what has been going on here, okay? So, starting with the history of this all, I want to lay out an outline of what it is that I'm discussing because the topic of it all is the MK Ultra conspiracy theory. And what I found through my research is this is not a conspiracy theory, okay? So let's jump into it. The history, it started as Project Artichoke. And here it goes with the notes, okay? A study or use of special interrogation methods and techniques through serums, hypnosis, and many forms of using drugs, chemicals, and isolation, um, searching for ways to control human behavior, as a lot of us have recognized nowadays. They also use this for different reasons, some against foreign spies and international spies, because this stems from a time during World War II. So keep the 1940s image in your mind, like all that jazz, right? And for other evil reasons unknown. Eventually, Project Artichoke evolved into MK Ultra, and you could find these projects conducted by the CIA. And just to give you a little background, MK Ultra was a program created by the CIA that stems from previous operation called Project Artichoke, where I gave you a little briefing on. The CIA was created in September of 1947 for the central purposes of gathering, processing, and analyzing information. 2 years after World War II, this was sanctioned in 1953. And many experiments they were handled by over 80 institutions, universities, prisons. Okay, as we all know from the school to prison pipeline is a very real thing, which unfortunately my family is experiencing this. In pharmaceutical companies, which all of our families, yours, mine, everyone you know, we're experiencing that current, very real conspiracy. We're all experiencing that. And here's an example where those commercials used to be quiet as fuck, that this pill will fuck you up. And people be like, damn, did you hear that commercial like 3 o'clock in the morning? And you be like, nah, fool, like you're bugging. And next thing you know, they got a bitch in the park talking about some Zymbolta that'll fuck you up, kill you, do this, do that, and they in the park having a good old time. It's like them old Newport commercials when they were trying to get bitches to smoke, which I totally fell for that. They was playing tennis with a Newport. It's like, bitch, how you gonna play tennis with a Newport? Back to the facts. The thing about this that I find crazy, um, pharmaceutical companies who were sometimes unaware that they were performing CIA plans. Okay, there is actual proof available via the internet. Of course, if you are one of those people who is like, "Is this bitch lying?" Let me look this up. Project Artichoke. Artichoke. I'm probably allergic to it. Project Artichoke. Why is that so hard? Artichoke. Artichoke. Project Artichoke, which eventually evolved to MK Ultra. They it's proof that they participated in many illegal activities and many human tests as well as animal testing. I don't want to go to the video right now, but they got this cow on deck and they had him. I mean, it was called remote control, controlling, where, and that's what they're doing now with the 5G and all the new shit. Um, and there were test subjects. They were either willing or unwilling participants here in America as well as in Canada, who in some cases were compensated for their trauma and torture. There are many examples of people who are telling their stories and the experiences they had during that time. So it's really ill stuff. These are straight like facts that you could literally look up. So it's not like a conspiracy theory. These are fucking facts with our weirdo ass government, okay? And if you feel like you want to do a little bit more research, you can look up Project Bluebird, the Sub Project 68, MK Search, and MK IOM. Interestingly, the U.S. government, particularly, they selected um, Nazi doctors and scientists, chemists, and scientists to perform different um, interrogation methods. And this is where I'm going to go into the Wikipedia and just read it straight from there. I wish I had like a background camera so you could see. But okay, so some things I found interesting. These are the same people that the Jews feel like through the Holocaust and all that jazz. These are them same niggas. Okay, so basically, after World War II, with America being the fuck bitch and petty bitch that she is, she's like, oh yeah, I see how y'all rolled on them niggas. I seen how y'all was doing all that ill shit. I'm gonna take y'all niggas that was doing the ill shit and y'all gonna come to America and do that ill shit over here so we can get this motherfucking money. And that's what America is all about. I mean, literally, we're America Corporation or USA Corporation. Like, literally, that's why Donald Trump is the motherfucking president. Super facts. Back to the weirdos who were in the concentration camps. I mean, like, you could watch Schindler's List and all this shit. They don't talk about the Black African Holocaust, but there's plenty of movies, documentaries, this, and that for the Holocaust in regard to the Jews, right? So this is what I'm referring to. These same weirdos. So I'm going to what some of the things that these niggas did. They had bone, muscle, and nerve transplantation experiments, head injury experiments. I'm not going to go into much of the details because I got 15 minutes to work with. Freezing experiments. And it's right here live on your computer where they would take me or you and put us in water temperature 6 degrees, and when you die you started at this degrees and you die at this degrees. Okay, that's fucking weirdo, fucking crazy. What's so ill is how your body temperature rises when you're freezing because you're trying to save yourself. Like the person who kicked the bucket, they got the water temperature or time of water. This shit is ill. So this is what I'm referring to. These are the type of motherfuckers that did this kind of shit. Some people are very cold and heartless. And even when you look into some of the documentation from these scientists, like what was that one? Cameron, Ewen Cameron, EWEN Cameron, Cameron. Him. They are there was another dude, something out there in the Netherlands in the caves and shit. Yo, these fools, they are so disconnected from human emotion. He even said, call me heartless because this and that. Because he's so fucked up and not realizing the human experience while he's experimenting on said humans. Okay. So they took these people into our country, okay, to do this. So keep that connection in mind. These are people who we're supposed to feel bad, not that we're not supposed to, but they're here in our country, running our country, affiliated with our politicians, and doing these types of things on you and I. And guess what's so fucked up? When you get paid, they get paid. And guess who get paid first? Them. Okay? So just check what time it is for all us. So that's a little bit of the Nazi and the experiments, okay? And the some of the survivors already told you they got money. So I'm working with 15 minutes. I'm trying to squeeze in as much as I can so you could do what it is that you need to do to get the same understanding that I got. So okay. So the other thing, how this relates to Kanye West, how different techniques, symbols, hand gestures, they have handlers, and generally they are set to do the bidding of whoever it is their masters are, which a lot of times, in 90 all cases, targets us, the black community. And what's so ill about that? So I even with that have to take it back with Kanye. So I gave you a little history on what it is, the MK Ultra. So when you hear this and you see these examples of these celebrities that are breaking down in mid sentence and freezing and doing all this ugly stuff, like just on pause, all these weirdo moments that videos are able to express and give you better examples than I can give. I'm here to let you know that this is the history behind it. This is a real thing. These people are able to use different chemicals and all this shit to make you be a fucking android robotic motherfucker, okay? So when you're in that environment, we're regular people, they get at us a different kind of way. But when you're surrounded by those kind of people and you're in that world, it's a whole different set of entities that are targeting you. You see what I'm saying? Like we're on a lower level, so it's a different thing. So this is the part one of my little stuff. So I hope you are feeling me and riding my way. And if you are, check me out for part two. I'll see you in a minute.